Hello, warriors. Welcome to the You Movement. I am B. Today, we're up to episode 5 of my journey. And this one here is a little bit of a mystery to me. I don't know what it is because it has a thumbnail of which was one of the ideas that I was playing around with when this first started, because I was very much in a constant state of, what is going on? So the U movement was the Unfuckening Movement, which I had shortened to the This one's a little bit longer, so I will probably edit it down like I've been doing for my other little videos.
Good morning.
Oh, the hair!
Welcome to my channel called I don't know which corner it is in yet. I have to figure this out. This is my new journey, and I'm hoping to share my journey with you. I've been looking and searching my whole life to find answers primarily to the question of how can we as humans stop suffering? So my goal is to stop that, or I shouldn't say get back to being, because I don't know if I ever actually was in vital health, but I'm working my way towards that now from a holistic point of view, mind, body, spirit, soul, emotions, mentality, masculine, feminine. Let's combine all of the teachings that I've learned and accumulated from traveling the world, living in different countries, going to school, reading a million books, and then actual practice of what actually has worked for me, that's taken me from a much larger, sicker, depressed woman to a smaller, healthier, happier woman. And at the end of the day, that's what it should be for everybody. Everybody should be living some sort of joy. Life shouldn't be miserable all the time. Yeah, we are going to have some miserable moments. That's part of the process. We can't compare light to dark if we don't have the dark. The world is just totally fucked. And, you know, when the world is fucked, we take in all this stuff and then we've become fucked. I was totally fucked. I was 80 pounds heavier. Getting out of bed was like a mission and a half. Some days it wasn't happening. I was depressed. I had no direction. Deep, dark night of the soul for like ever, it felt like. Woo! I'm just born. I feel a little bit like a toddler because I've gone through such dramatic transformations that I'm really starting to come into who I was always supposed to be. It's not been an easy journey, but it's been a worthwhile one. Like one I would not trade. I wouldn't trade anything that's led to this moment, even the bad stuff, because it's given me perspective and understanding on things. What did I do to get me from there to here? I was out walking one day and I got a flash of lightning, inspirational moment that just was like, see, you have to build this. If I build it, they will come. And what I am building is a movement. I hope to inspire a movement. And not just any movement, a movement about movement. That's what's so fun about it. First, I created a program called ABLE. I know how hard it is to go from zero motivation to flipping the script in your head, whatever it takes to say, no, I'm not living like this anymore. God damn it, I'm making change. I did another video all about the ABLE program. I will keep telling you all about the ABLE program, because if I can do it, you can do it. So quickly, ABLE, achieve something every single day. If you suffer from depression, I know this is hard, but you can do it. You can achieve washing the dishes. You can achieve doing the floors. You can achieve a sewing task. You can achieve maybe painting a picture. Every single day, give yourself a sense of achievement. The reason why that's so important is because self-esteem and self-worth are often tied into action-oriented activities. So if you're feeling really depleted and like beating yourself up, then accomplishing something is going to automatically give you like food to feed that solar plexus energy, that energy of self that says, I am a good, worthwhile, valuable person. Look what I just accomplished, right? For anybody else, you're achieving for you. Be bliss every single day. Give yourself something that gives you that pull of energy from the universe that ties you into that feeling of absolute joy that you love. Maybe it's music and dancing in the kitchen. Maybe it's art. For me, I love art. By clearing yourself out and making yourself happier, healthier, calmer, at peace, aware, compassionate, all of these things in an aligned way, then you go out into the world and you can spread that, right? Which we need right now. Like, enough of the crazy, like, arguing and wars and it's just chaos. And why is it chaos? Because we are chaos. So you want to fix what's going on outside, then you got to fix what's going on inside. If everything outside is totally fucked up, then you need to fix what's inside so that you can maintain your own inner peace while everything else around you is like this, right? So what I like to picture it as is like bubble wrap. So if you've got bubble wrap and I'm in one individual bubble, right? If my bubble is calm and my bubble is safe and my bubble feels good and then it's calm and it stays flat. But if I get anxious and irritated and annoyed and I'm bouncing up and down and my bubble is affecting all the other people around me, bubble, 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 bubble. So all those crazy interactions, if one becomes calm, one becomes healthy and happy, it spreads. We all have negative and positive. We all have light and dark. We all have shadow characteristics and light, happy characteristics, right? But most times people want to like hide their negative characteristics or their shadow sides of self, right? And every time we hide those shadow sides of self, we push it down, push it down, push it down. But eventually what happens is we collect more of these. And so we're pushing all these things down because we don't want to show anyone our shadow characteristics, our negative sides of self. That they're like beach balls. And that was the best example that I heard on The Shadow Effect. Very good book or movie if you want to watch it. The Shadow Effect. Self-help type of thing. And eventually, if you're pushing beach balls underwater, they pop up, right? They pop up. So that's what happens is your negative aspects of self are going to like pop up at inopportune times. Like when you're out at the store and you didn't get served fast enough and boom, your inner Karen came out. Maybe all of us have it. Maybe you don't have it. That's great. But we all have negative stuff. Most recently, I've been trying to like face each one of those character or shadow sides of selves so that I can reconcile all of me into one, right? Because you have to love all aspects of self. One of the things I've always hated about myself was feeling like a fool, or feeling like I've been made to look like a fool, or worried that people think I'm a fool. And, you know, that's a shadow characteristic, the shadow side of fool. But there's also a light characteristic to every negative, right? That's how the world works. So to every light, there's a dark. To every dark, there is a light. To every negative, there's a positive. It's not a judgment call on duality. It just is. It is the nature of the world that we live in. So I wanted to, this last time, flip the script on the fool archetype. So I'm going to tell you a little story, go off on a little tangent here. I was cleaning the house the other day and I came across some hair dye that belonged to my son's ex-girlfriend. With her Portuguese skin, this color looked absolutely gorgeous on her. I was very bored and I decided there's just enough in this tube to do my hair. Why not? That's how my brain works sometimes. So I did it and I hated it. I do not like it. I do not like it at all. I immediately thought of Ronald McDonald because it's far too like red. It was supposed to be more like bloody, but whatever. It's only hair and my hair's very short. It grows out fast enough, so whatever. What I normally would do is go and not post any videos, don't take any photographs, and wash my hair for a week solid until I got the color out. But this time, because I'm doing my own healing journey and my own healing work, I knew that that was not the way that I was going to get the most benefit out of the situation. So I looked at the situation and looked at myself and I said, I look like Ronald McDonald. Clown, fool, same archetype. Right. Okay, let's think about this for a second. The clown and the fool are necessary archetypes. They bring in a wave of fun energy during a very dramatic or tragic moment in literature or on screen. The archetype of the clown also is brave. To no get out, to just go and make an absolute ass of yourself is spectacular. The fool is also mad adventurous. They rush in, right? Only fools rush in. But they do so in such a daring manner. So there are positive qualities to the archetype of the fool, which I thought was a shadow characteristic that I wanted to keep down. So instead, I let it loose and just embraced it. This is not the color I'm going to stick with or anything, but I might as well have some fun. And so I did a really fun couple of photo shoots. I had an absolute hoot and howl of a laugh in my makeup. It was just a whole lot of fun. So point being, embrace the negative qualities and the negative sides of self and show them love. Like, love is the answer to everything. It really is. It really is. You are able. If I'm able, you're able. Able. Achieve. Bliss. Love. And exercise. I am very excited to share with you my ABLE program. I'm really excited to share with you aligned walking. If you haven't watched my other videos about the aligned walking, the goal is to get out there and get into alignment. So it's a movement meditation, because the point is I want you to connect with your own inner guidance system. So if your inner guidance system says, today I can only master 10 minutes, then that's all you can master. And then the next day your body may feel differently. And you start walking in alignment, you're shifting things, right? So your entire alignment of your physical structure is getting corrected. So for me personally, I used to be a dancer and a figure skater. My feet used to always be out like this. Always, 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 always. I wore out the bottom of my really nice shoes in the back corner, and I stamp, 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 stamp. Now, it's taken me 2 years. My feet are like this. Like, that's the way they go now, because I've retrained them, retrained the bones, retrained the muscles, retrained the fascia. The fascia is what's gonna hurt. If you don't know what the fascia is, it's like the entire covering of your whole entire body that holds everything together underneath the skin. So when you go from being like this to this, you stretch the fascia in areas and work muscles in ways they haven't been worked. And your first obstacle is going to be pain. I'm sorry. But there are ways to get through the pain. This torture device is so beneficial. It's so beneficial on the IT band, on the thighs, on the arms, on your back, everywhere. YouTube videos if you don't know how to do it. These lacrosse balls are like amazing. I have a single one and I have this one that's like shaped like a peanut, which is great to go up and down like the back. I've been fixing what used to be a buffalo hump. Who wants a buffalo hump? What the hell is that? So on my back up here, you can see, sort of going now, that there's a bit of a bump there. Now that used to be much more pronounced because I'm doing the postural correctness and pulling my shoulders back and tipping that in. It's amazing what my body is doing because it's changing shape. I don't mean it's getting smaller. I mean it's physically changing shape. The shape of my legs, the shape is altering because I've altered the alignment, and therefore the muscles have completely reformed themselves. I'm really starting to love my body. It's great. I've never been able to say that. It's time we unfuck this shit. Let's be our own hero. Let's be our own guru and start listening to the voice within. Follow your bliss. Where the good vibrations are, that's where you need to go. Lots of love to you and have an awesome day.
So in full disclosure, I have edited this video down. It started as a over half an hour video and I've shrunk it up and taken out a lot. But my response to what I watched was, it's amazing to me how much more confident I appeared at that period of time. This was before things went absolutely crazy in my awakening. I speak clearer, I'm displaying more confidence. The reaction that I felt while watching in actuality was a little bit of anger boiled to the surface because I was going from strength to strength to strength, building my confidence so that I could finally get to a point where I could say, get out. After I finally got him out was the first time that I started experiencing the symptoms of what would be later to be discovered as a trauma bond. And if you don't know what a trauma bond is, I have lots of videos. I have a playlist about narcissistic relationships and trauma bonds because there's a chemical reaction that goes on in your brain unbeknownst to you for all the years that you're in an abusive relationship, that are setting your brain up to go from a pumped up cortisol levels to the occasional dopamine hit. And so it's an actual addiction that happens. And when you go through withdrawal of that, it gets dark. And a lot of people on their awakening are trying to break free of toxic relationships. And so if you're needing help with that, please check out that playlist. So yes, it makes me a little bit angry because I was going from strength to strength to strength, working myself and doing a lot of shadow work. You know, we talk about shadow work and facing those archetypes of stuff that we want to repress. And so I admire this woman who was facing and triggered, and a trigger is an opportunity for growth and healing, and facing a trigger of, you know, a really bad hairdo, and most women have experienced that at least once in their life, and took that as an opportunity to heal and face the shadow and have some fun with it. That all said, I'm going to send you all my very much love on your own awakening path. If you need some help, you can contact me at justbebeing@gmail.com or reach me at Facebook's Be Freedom over there, or the Spiritual Warrior Support Group. If you have comments or questions, please feel free to leave them. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscriptions. All of those mean the absolute world to me. And with that said, peace out.